No, I won. And all the students were laughing and taking videos because they never seen that before. So this is one activity that you can do many kinds of activities with them for relationship. The second photo is just a selfie we took. We just had finished an exam and the students were really, really tired because they studied. They hit the books, as we say in English. So to relax after the exam, we took photos, selfies, whatever, just to make them feel much better about themselves. So that's on relationships. But I will talk about this more as we move on. So the next one, let's talk about 3A. These are my suggestions for you. One thing I always do, I try to do, is when they have a birthday, I celebrate. I will sing happy birthday to you. I will sing in different languages. I speak 6 languages. So I will use different language. Sometimes, teachers are poor. I'm poor. But I try to bring a flower or a chocolate. And if you have too many students, that's not easy to do. But I try to recognize their birthdays because all of us, we only have one day that is important to us. It's our birthday. Next, like I mentioned on greetings, entering and leaving, yes, you should enter. When they enter, you should be at the front door. And when they leave, in the front, on the front door, not inside. And you say, when they come in, welcome to your house, welcome to learning. Are you ready to learn? Some positive words for them. And when they leave, you can say, did you have a good time? Did you learn something? So it's just positive, positive, positive. I mean, keep a home that is positive. The next one is number 3, but I don't know too much of your curriculum. But usually my lessons are 20 minutes. I give the students a break, 5 minutes in class. Then I come back to the lesson. Every 20 minutes, I give 5-minute break. Why? Because we know the students after 20 minutes are thinking about going outside, they're hungry, and they're not listening to you. So a 20-minute after the lesson, 5-minute break is good, but after 20 minutes, they come back. Also, number 4, sometimes if you have time, I usually give a 5-minute talk before class or after class or 10 minutes. I talk about culture. I talk about my family. I talk about whatever they want. They ask me question. I ask them to tell me about their family. I tell them. So we have a conversation before class or after. But I call it my time, or you can call it our time. So our time is basically for you and for your children to talk, not about school, not about work, but other things. Now, number 5, internal breaks. I call it internal breaks. Sometimes you don't have recess. That's understandable. But give them 5 minutes to relax in class. Just relax. Okay. Now, the next one is 6, homework. Homework, yes, it's important. Homework. But what I do that is a little different, I let the students decide when they give me the homework. So basically, 1 week, I said, you can give me the homework Monday, Tuesday, anytime, but it must be finished that week or 2 weeks. So when the students choose their homework, when they give it to you, they cannot change the date. It teaches them to be responsible humans, to be on schedule. to choose their time. Instead of the teacher choosing the time and due date, you let them do it. What happens is some students will give you different times, but the beautiful thing is you have time to check the homework carefully. Instead of having 60 papers, you have maybe 10, but it's throughout the week. So the next one, rules. And students, in my class, the students decide the rules. I don't. I only have two rules in class. One is to respect each other. Number one. Number two, don't lie to me. I don't like that. So they know those two rules from the first day. And they decide the rules, and then I give them a contract. They sign a contract. I sign the contract, and the contract is a contract between them and me, because when they go to work, it doesn't matter, elementary, junior high, high school, they need to learn what a contract is. So we begin teaching early about contracts. Rewards, awards. This is so important. So when a student does something very good, you reward them, you give them something for the good behavior. If it's bad behavior, don't listen. Don't pay attention. Let it be. Let it go. Don't talk about the bad behavior because they want attention. Don't give the attention, but reward good behavior. Awards, next, is very important. So if a student, for example, their behavior changed from bad to good, give them an award. If the student doesn't do homework and then one day, just one day, the student gives you the homework, yay, give him an award. It could be candy, it could be anything. Some kind of awards is good for them. Now, the other 1.9, give the students responsibility. To be responsible. For example, I know in China you cannot do that. Dino, close your ears. But I let my students eat in class and drink in class. Why? Because research shows that if students drink or eat in class, they have energy. They don't sleep in class. But I tell them the rule is if you eat in class, you clean the room. They are responsible for cleaning the room. They are responsible for maintaining the house. It is their job, not my job. If they break the rule, they don't eat more in class. They don't have drinks in class, but it doesn't happen. What they do, they want to eat. They want to drink. So they're very, very clean. So that's one thing you can think about, but not just eating in class, but give them other opportunities for responsibility. Being class leader, being team leaders. For example, a team leader, sometimes I choose team leaders who are very shy and I give them that responsibility. Or I choose a girl to be the team leader because it builds character for the girl. It gives them support because they live in a male society. So giving them woman, the girl responsibility, leadership, the student who's shy, even the student who's a troublemaker, make them the leader. They will change the behavior because you are giving them responsibility. And you know, responsibility comes with trust. That's the most important word, is trust. Then give them positive competition. And I will show you in a few minutes a picture about positive competition. Okay, so let me leave this 3A with just 2 words. Develop trust amongst them and yourself with them, and establish relationships. All relationships, husband and wife, girlfriend and boyfriend, boss and teacher, they all of them is based on trust. If the trust is broken, the relationship is kaput, German, meaning gone. All right, next. Oops, sorry. Oh, yeah, sorry. One of, okay, so for example, some of the things you can do is to have interest. So in the picture on the left, this young lady was very shy when I first met her, but I made her a team leader. And that she became a butterfly. And she started leading her team, and she started smiling. She was from the countryside, as I remember. I don't know when, but this picture is a long time ago. The picture on the right, these are some of my former students, and I took them on field trips outside of the classroom. You can, if it's possible, or if it's not possible, you can do some other things in the school that gives them a chance to explore the school. I will talk about scavenger hunts in a few minutes. Okay. Now, the next one, I think, also when you are, and let me leave this part here. As a teacher, I know that pronunciation is important and these things, but pronunciations will come naturally. You just need to follow up, correct the pronunciation. If you cannot understand them, then correct the pronunciation. One thing, maybe this is not good to say, but pronunciation, all of us have an accent. I have an accent because my language is not English. I learned English later. The first language I learned was Spanish. Then I learned Italian, my father and my mother. Then I went to school and learned English. So a native speaker will listen to me and he or she will say, oh, Tu Hao, you have an accent. Yes, I have an accent. But the important thing, am I understood? That's the most important thing. We should let the students know they should be proud of their accent and where they come from. Instead of having them sound like Americans, that will never happen unless they live in America, or if they live in England, or if they live in Canada. Then that's okay. It's okay to have accent. Even you, all of you have an accent. Be proud of it. The important thing is to be able to be understood. Okay, I leave that there. Next. All right, so part 3B, one of the things, you will see a picture very soon. I allow students to score each other's papers. It's okay. You can score, they can score, you can come to an agreement, etc. So programs that you have peer student evaluations is very important. Or if students check each other's homework before they give it to you, or an activity, that is so important for them to feel motivated, that the teacher is not punishing them, that the comments, suggestions are coming from the students, their friends. Okay, that is very important. Soon you will see a picture that I will show you. I allow my students to teach. Yes, why not? So they choose a topic, I help them develop their topic, they do, and they teach the class. In a few minutes, I will show you. And you can allow them to teach. It doesn't matter what grade.